Hello! Today I'm going to teach you how to make the legs for your Lego Man costume. In this particular instance, I am making legs for my Lego Benny costume. And this is what one of the legs is going to look like. Now, you could just use like blue jeans, like I could use blue jeans or something. Find some blue pants, blue sweats or something for the legs. I kind of like the idea of making some blocky Lego looking legs. So that's what I'm going to show you how to make is Lego looking legs. And it can vary, like your slope right here could be a little bit bigger or smaller depending on your preference. So I'm going to show you how to make one that looks like this. Here's how it looks from the side. And we'll get to it. Alright, so first I bought a large box from Home Depot. It's a 22 by 22 box. It was really cheap, like $3, and that's pretty much the base material for the legs. And also, I'm using part of this 10-inch form tube that I bought for my helmet. If you've watched that video, it's the little visor piece. I'm going to be using part of that for the curve right here on the leg. This curve right here. So that form tube comes in really handy, so it's not like you're just buying this big form tube just for the helmet or just for this leg, but you can use it for different pieces of the body. So that's really cool. And so there's a lot of measurements that we gotta make. There are 7 different pieces. A back piece, 2 side pieces, the front of the toe, the top of the toe, the shin part, and then this curve part. So lots of measurements, and I'm just going to go through them. I'm going to measure them all out, and then I'm going to cut them, and then we will assemble them together with hot glue. So we'll go through all those steps right now. Now the first piece I'm going to do is this top piece right here. And that is going to be kind of measured from the other one. It's about 8 inches from here to here. I'll just double check. Yeah, 8 inches. So that's our first measurement, is 8 inch from here to here. You can see that. So 8 inches from here to here. And I have my line right here. So that's that. That's this piece. That is going to be this piece right here. Okay. The next measurement I need to do is the toe piece. And I have a toe piece already right here. And this toe piece is going to be 6.5 from here to here by 8. There. Because this whole leg is 8 inches wide. And now you're going to have to judge these measurements. I measure them to my body. They're going to be different to your body. If you're making this for a child, you're going to kind of have to eyeball it for your child. And what I like to do is when I'm making this Lego costume, I like to make the body first. Well, the helmet first, because then everything gets built based on the helmet. Now, then would be the body. And then you can judge your legs from the body on how big they should be. I like the idea of having my legs about the same width as my body. And you can tell with the Lego figure, that's kind of how they are there. So I have this measurement already done. This is going to be the toe front. And then we need the toe top. And that's this one, which is 3 1/8 by 8. 3 1/8 by 8. So I went ahead and got that measured out. And that's going to be the toe top right here. And that other piece I showed you is going to be the toe front. Okay? Okay, now we got to do the middle piece, which covers the shin, this piece right here. And that's going to be 8 inches wide by 15.25. So everything's going to be 8 inches wide here. So this length is going to be 15.25. So I'm going to measure one of those. And I'm going to take that out of this piece right here. 18 1/4. All right. And so we got that piece. Okay, now for the back piece. That is going to be this piece right here. And I'm going to do that on the same piece. And that is going to be 30 inches long by 8. 30 inches long by 8. Like so. All right, and that's the back piece. So first I'm going to cut out all these little pieces, and then we'll measure and draw the sides and then cut those out. Top the toe piece. And our back piece. All right, now we gotta measure out and cut out this side piece. And using the pieces that I cut out already, I went ahead and traced it all out like that and have it so it measures. And then I just gotta cut this out. My foot's about 12 inches long, so I made this just a little bit longer to put the foot in. I made it to where you use your shoes. So let's go ahead and do this. And there we go, we got one side piece done, and now I'm going to trace it out and make my second one. Okay, I went and traced the other one and cut it out, and so I got 2 of the side pieces, like that. And that leaves me with all the pieces that I need. All the pieces I need are right here, all 7. Now, the fun part, hot gluing it all together. All right, we are ready to glue it all together. So we're going to start with our big piece right here, and we are going to put on this toe piece, like that. Okay, now we're going to put this one, and since we want to keep this 8 inches wide, we want this to go on the inside, right here. So I'm going to put glue on this. Okay, now I'm going to put this piece on. Okay, once that's together, before we put the back on, we're going to go on in the inside, and we're going to put more glue all on the inside and all the joints. So we'll turn this over. Okay, once we have all that done, it's time for the final piece here, the back. And we'll do one side at a time here. And you want to put your hand on the inside to keep it flush. And then once we do this other side, we're going to go inside and we're going to get some more glue on the inside joint here. Okay. Turn it around. Do this other side. Okay. Now let's go in and do the inner joints. All right. We'll let that completely dry. Okay, so what I have here is some Mod Podge. You can get this at Walmart, Michael's, wherever. And this is a sealer type glue. And I'm going to take these strips of paper, about 2.5 inches wide, and I'm going to cover all the seams. So first, we'll take some Mod Podge, and we'll go glue down this. Got like that, and then fold it over. Like so. And then we'll go back over it with the Mod Podge. Now, if you want, you can hide these corners however you want. You could use Bondo, you could use joint compound, and it just all depends if you want to do a lot of sanding or not. Or you can just leave it how it is and not cover up those edges. It's totally up to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get to work and apply this, all these corners, all the edges. And also, I'm going to apply it to all the faces. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll stop the camera and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, I've laid down all the paper on the edges and Mod Podge on everything. And what I'm going to do is wait 30 minutes, do another coat of Mod Podge, wait 30 minutes, do another coat. And I'll do that 3 times, and that will give me a nice protective coating. And it then will also be ready for paint. Alright, I've got the corners sealed with paper and Mod Podge. The whole thing is covered in Mod Podge. I did 3 layers, and now we're ready for paint. I'm going to use this Krylon Color Master paint and primer. It's called True Blue Gloss. It looks pretty good. And then after I do about probably 3 or 4 coats of that, I'm going to do this Krylon Color Master acrylic crystal clear coat after that. And we'll let it dry. For the blue, we'll let it dry about 10 minutes between each coat. Take it outside, let's paint it. You don't want to try to cover it all with a nice thick coat all at once. So just do several thin coats. And like I said, allow about 10 minutes to dry in between. And now for coat 2, and so on. I'll do coat 2, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest, and then I'll bring it inside and show you what it looks like. Alright, I have painted my leg here, and it is done. I did about 4 coats of the blue paint, and then I put the crystal clear on there. And now, I'm going to put it on. Just slide my leg into there, and I made the inseam a little bit longer to where it fit when you put your shoes on. So ideally you're going to have your shoes on when you do this. And so this is how it looks, just like this. Pretty cool. Now it's a little hard to walk because the leg is a lot wider than your normal leg. And so what I suggest is you put some padding or something in there, old shirts or something, and put it down in there so it'll fit snug around your leg. So when you move your leg, it will move a lot easier. I'm Matt Taylor. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in to the other episodes on how to make the other parts of the Lego Man. And take care. Thanks for watching.